Okay, it's time for some uncomfortable truth. Every few months, a new Indian app or a new Indian product launches and everyone goes crazy. Support this Indian brand, download this right now, boycott this, boycott that. It trends, it ranks, it becomes the next big thing for about 14 days and then, poof, it's gone. We forget about it. We just uninstall it, we delete it, we forget that it even existed and go back to using the same apps that we were using before. And it's the same story every single time. Last month itself, an Indian messaging app called Aratai exploded on the internet. It was ranking #1 on both Apple and Google Play Store, and now, after a month, it's not even in the top 100 apps. Within just 1 month, it not only lost all its traction, but whoever installed it either uninstalled it or never used it at all. We even asked on Twitter whether anyone stuck with the app, but most of the users left because their friends and family were still on WhatsApp. And it's not just that, the chats on Aratai is still not end-to-end encrypted, which is the most basic thing in an app like this, and there's no clarity on when it will be implemented. We just have the word soon. Now that's just one example, there are many more like this. Remember when TikTok banned in India? A tsunami of Indian TikTok apps like Chingari, Mitro, Moj, Josh, Roposo and many more launched, but where are they now? In fact, they had the perfect opportunity. The timing was right and there were millions of users who desperately wanted TikTok alternative in India. But still, none of these apps could succeed, not even one. And here also, we got defeated by an American company called Instagram. They turned their entire photo sharing app into a short form video platform like TikTok, and within a couple of years, it became so big in India that even YouTube has started to look tiny in front of it. India also tried to create their own Twitter alternative with QApp, which even government ministers promoted, but same story here as well. It did trend on Twitter but couldn't replace it. There was also this game called Fauji which trended like crazy on the internet, and it was all set to replace PUBG, but again the game had very poor graphics, the gameplay was not as smooth and it was nowhere close to PUBG. So once again we lost another great opportunity. And not just with these apps, the same thing happened with Micromax as well. In 2021, when they tried to re-enter the Indian market with their huge Aao Kare Chini Kam campaign, they failed miserably. Their campaign was a huge success, but their phones couldn't even survive a year. Now here's something very interesting about all the apps and services that did not work. All of these were backed by one thing, and that is patriotism. Yes, the biggest USP, the biggest flex of all these apps were that they were Indian, nothing else, nothing special in their product. It was the same thing over and over and over and over again. Actually, with such strong patriotic emotion, you can definitely win hearts, you can win people on social media, you can even win elections. But when it comes to a tech product, this just doesn't work at all. The only thing that works is the product itself, nothing else, absolutely nothing. And it's not that we are incapable of making great tech products, we actually are. UPI Tech is a great example of that. UPI has made payments so easy and reliable that most of us don't even bother to carry cash. It's used by millions of Indians every single day, and not because it's an Indian app, that it definitely is, but because it made the payments so much easier than before. In fact, companies like Meta are now making their Meta glasses compatible with UPI so that their product sells well in India. This simply shows that if your product is powerful, you don't need patriotism, it just works. Now, you must be wondering, why am I discussing all this all of a sudden? Well, there is a reason. If you just take a look at the geopolitical situation of India or even the world, it's not in great shape. There's a lot of uncertainty, and tomorrow if Donald Trump tweets, we are suspending all the US tech services in India and no US app will work from tomorrow. Thank you for your attention to this matter. I know. This is completely hypothetical, but with Trump, you never know. See, if this happens, if at all, what are we going to do? What will happen? Have you ever thought about it? This is what will happen. No Google, no YouTube, no ChatGPT, no Windows, no Mac, no Android, nothing. Absolutely nothing. We won't even be able to run our UPI without this infra. It'll be a complete tech shutdown. Whereas if we take a look at China, they do have their dominance. They have their own tech ecosystem for each and everything. There's Baidu to replace Google, WeChat against WhatsApp, Huawei or Xiaomi to take up Apple, and even DeepSeek to compete with ChatGPT. See, the thing is, it's high time we actively build great products for India rather than waiting for some terrible thing to happen. And it's time we stop mixing tech with patriotism. It's not required. I know, it seems like a far-fetched dream to create our own Google, our own WhatsApp, or YouTube, and our AI model which is as powerful as ChatGPT. But the thing is, we will have to do it. There's no other way. We might not be able to do it overnight and it'll take a lot of time, but at least we should start. That's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please press that like button as it really means a lot. And by the way, which Indian app do you think has the potential to go global? Tell me in the comments. I look forward to reading them. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.